Hi! Today I'm going to use the Stampin' Up! Clever Cat stamp set to show you how to make quick and cute Halloween cards, or not. I'll also be using the Cute Halloween 6x6 Designer Series paper. You're asking, how can that be Halloween cards or not? Well, you'll just have to watch and see. I'm Shelley Godby, the owner and CEO of Stamping Smiles, and for 20 years I've been teaching others how to create their own hand stamped smiles. And be sure to stick around to the end because I'm going to use 5 more patterns of the Cute Halloween Designer Series paper for my quick and cute Halloween cards, or not. Here's a closer view of the Clever Cat stamp set. This is from the July through December 2021 Stampin' Up! Mini Catalog. It is so funny. Oh my goodness, look at these cats. All right, so he's just sitting there, I think looking a little bored. And this big old boy, he's trying to fit himself into this teeny tiny box. So obviously you could use this for Halloween cards when you've got the broom and the witch's hat, jack-o'-lantern, bats and spiders, and greetings. You know, have a perfect Halloween, and it's Halloween. But then we've got My Tail Says It's the Twitching Hour. That is so funny. Hey Crazy Cat, and really, I've been this cute all 9 lives. So I'm going to show you how you can use this for a Halloween card. It would be the same card that you can use for a Halloween card or not, because not everyone is into Halloween, but this set is just too funny. And so I'm going to grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Of course, we're going to do some die cutting first with the Hippo and Friends dies. So even if you're not into hippos and friends, this die set is a must-have. Look at all these great label dies. I pull this one out a lot. And so anyway, let me grab that machine and we'll do some die cutting, and then we'll get to some stamping. So I've got my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and now we need to build up what they call a sandwich to make it the appropriate thickness to cut with the thin metal dies from the Hippo and Friends dies. So I'm going to start with plate number 1. This is so cool. They're all numbered. And then I need a plate number 2 to build it up a little bit more, and all the directions are on here. You don't have to memorize this, but it's so easy. And then we need a plate number 3. Look at that. All right, and then I have some basic white cardstock. All right, so we're going to place that on here, and then this die from the Hippo and Friends dies. Now the rough edge, that's the cutting edge. We're going to put that down. So you can see my piece of paper is a good bit bigger than I need it to be. There's a good reason for that. I'm also making a template as well as die cutting. And so to finish our sandwich, we need another plate number 3. Let me pull this out. I want to set it on here, not scoot it, because I'd like it to stay in place. There we go. And we'll just go ahead and crank this through. I just love how smooth this is, the cranking. All right. And so then we get our great label with the stitching. That stitching just makes it so special. And this we're going to keep because this is my template. And I'll show you what to do with that next. The die cutting is done, so now we're ready to stamp. And because I want precise placement, I'm going to use my Stamparatus stamp positioning tool that is incredible. All right, so the Clever Cat stamp set, well, it's a photopolymer stamp set, meaning the rubber is clear, so we can see where we're placing a second step. So if you're going to fill in the jack-o'-lantern, fill in the box, put the cat, say, on the broom, or a hat on one of the cats, all right? And so because it is clear, you don't have the foam rubber, and so we have this black mat that comes with it to make up the difference. So I could use this, but I really prefer the deluxe foam mat. This is an additional purchase, but I love it because then I still have my grid lines. Okay, and so now I set this all up for my template to go into the corner, and then this fits right in there. So I only need 1 template. After that, I will cut just all of these labels. And then it comes with 2 super strong magnets. Do not let them get close to each other. They will break. Oops, they're super strong. All right, so I have this flush in the corner, and I want to hold my paper in place. And I found out from making all of these and the samples, because I'm going to show you this in 5 more versions of the paper at the end, I did a little better holding down this larger label too with a magnet. Just a little bit of it, okay? And so then on my plate, and this is removable because I can use both sides, which is handy. I've got my cat, the one that's the big old cat trying to fit into that little box, and Hey Crazy Cat all set up, ready to stamp. And so, well, I want a black cat. So I'm using the Tuxedo Black Memento ink pad. And we'll give this a good inking. Okay, and then look, I just fold it over and then press everywhere. I like to use the palm of my hand. And then when I open up, if I didn't do a great job, haha, but it's going to go back exactly where I was stamping because I've got this held down. So I could come over here and there we go. Isn't that great? So now I've got the box. Well, there's a stamp for that too. And the Stamparatus comes with 2 plates, or I could have used the opposite side, but I prefer not to have to turn it over because I can just leave this on the entire time I'm stamping. I'm going to bring this down so it's a little bit stained so you can see it. And I'm going to use Crumb Cake, a great color for a box. Ink this up. Okay. And so then when I come down here, it's going to fill in that box. And awesome. And so that left a highlight on there for us. I really like that they did that. And then I'll just pop this out and I'll be able to do this over and over and over, and look how much time that's going to save because I'm all set up. It took a little bit. This was pretty quick to set up. It took me a few tries for the box, but so worth it. If you don't have the Stamparatus, you really want one. I don't use it for all my card making, but when I want that precise placement or those long greetings, oh, have you ever stamped and it's going downhill or uphill? Like, you've got to be kidding because that's the last thing you do. You want this. And during celebration would be a great time because you'll just be very, very close to getting a free limited edition celebration gift. So now let's talk about the cute Halloween 6x6 designer series paper. These patterns, how cute are these? It coordinates with the cutest Halloween stamp set and Halloween punch. And so with the punch, you can punch out the pumpkin, the cat, and the ghost. And the same with the paper. Look, the paper will cut out the cat, the pumpkin, and the ghost over here. And so I wanted to use designer series paper. Now this will be my September 2021 thank you card. But I wanted a Halloween card that wasn't necessarily a Halloween card because not all my sweet stampers celebrate Halloween. But look, on the other side, we've got all these black and white patterns. How fun is this? And so for the card I'm demonstrating today, I'm using this pattern with my crazy cat, and so not a lot of color, right? And of course I didn't want to use an orange pumpkin pie or something like that because I didn't want it to look necessarily like a Halloween card. So another Halloween color, well, besides black, purple. And I've got gorgeous grape here. Isn't this great? So now what we'll do, I've got my Stampin' Seal, and I made this 4 inches. It gave me a border on all 3 sides, and it'll stretch it a lot further. What's great about the cute Halloween designer series paper, you get 6 of each pattern, so it's going to go a long ways. All right, and so then part of that suite with that cutest Halloween is the black and white gingham. Boy, I have a thing for gingham. And ribbon, here we go. So I'll just tie this around, bring a little bit more over here. Cute, quick and cute card. There. And even though I'm not tying a bow, my tails always seem to go away from me, so I always tie upside down. As soon as that just comes right through there for me. There we go. Fantastic. All right, and so then a little snip with some scissors at an angle is a sharp look instead of just blunt. Ha ha ha. Oh, Love that ribbon. Of course, that'll work for more than Halloween. I mean, black and white is just so classic. And that's what I'm liking about a lot of the patterns. And you'll see them with the cards when we're done. And so now our crazy cat. Let's give him a little bit of lift with one of my favorite things. I've teased that this is my favorite accessory, but it's definitely an adhesive. The Stampin' Dimensionals, these foam adhesive dots. All right. There we go. So you press down with your thumbnail, and look, mine's really, really short. It just makes that edge pop up. Easy to get off. There we go. And so then this, there. So I made sure I wasn't hitting the ribbon where I put those. And then it needs just a little more of a touch. So definitely this could be Halloween, right? And then if you're doing this card, hey crazy cat, you could put inside, it's Halloween. Or hey crazy cat, if you don't care for Halloween, but this stamp set cracks you up, you can say, hey crazy cat, happy birthday, or thinking of you, or whatever you like. And so now let's pepper around some of these matte black dots. So a big one, a small one. Then Grandma always said you do things in odd numbers, so let's add our third one. And there we go, our quick and cute Halloween card. So let me show you this card with in the other patterns. And I believe I said this is my September 2021 thank you cards. When you place your $50 or more Stampin' Up! Order, your product total, with me in my online store or by phone, I'm going to send you one of my Hey Crazy Cat cards. And I'll have a link to my blog post with all the measurements in case you'd like to make it too. So here are the other patterns. We have the scattered polka dots, the stripes. Now this one is definitely more Halloween with the candy, but no, those candies could be all year long. They make candy corn in more than Halloween colors, right? Or it's just something you find in the store all the time. It's a real favorite. Now that one was just not a solid black. It has some speckling of white in there. And here we go. And then black stripes. So I'm liking all of them. And look how far that pack of 6x6 designer series paper will go with 6 sheets of all of these. If you'd like to make my quick and cute Halloween cards, or not, with the Clever Cat stamp set, all the supplies are listed below the video and available to order now in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. And remember, through September 30th, 2021, when your product order gets to $50 or more, you'll get a free celebration gift. So get on over now to my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. I'm Shelly Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles. Thanks for watching.